New to her.
Touch of gloves, we are underway. Bellamere, the southpaw. Wynn coming forward with some strikes. Trying to throw the kick there, but caught by Mir. And now on the floor, full guard here for Danielle Wynn.
Now, I expected that. I was actually surprised of how long Bellamere stayed up taking punches. It looked as though she wanted to just kind of test that out to see if she could take a punch. She realized she could. Now she got the takedown.
Mir has some aspirations, obviously, in mixed martial arts, but believes that she can wrestle all the way to the Olympics. And you want to set a goal for yourself. She's definitely aiming high. She wants to be an Olympic-level wrestler.
Yeah, talking to her, I mean, it was...
Some blood there. Looks like Bellamere might be cut. Not sure where that happened, if it was on the feet or maybe clash of heads. I mean, feet getting held to the fire early, pro debut, already cut.
Yeah, and I'm sure she loves every minute of it, you know, because she seems like this is what she was born to do. Somebody's cut pretty bad. I mean, you can't really see who or where it is, but you can see the blood underneath the head of Danielle Wynn.
I believe it is on the forehead, maybe of Bellamere. We'll find out eventually, but it's not inhibiting her at all. Going to work in the guard here with some right hands. Welcome to the fold, Bellamere. Already bloody, but still working here inside the guard of Danielle Wynn. Let's go inside the corner of Bellamere, Frank Mir.
Perfect. Step that turn. Turn. You got to battle that underhook now. Turn. There you go.
Isabella Mir, especially tuned into her father's advice.
Yeah, and this is a perfect case scenario to be making your debut, especially for someone so young and just getting started to not have a crowd and have your father here, who is such an icon. Yeah, I mean, she's got to be feeling really good right now.
Icon, I see what you did there.
You see what I did?
Right. Halfway point here of round number one. You know, when you talk about fighters getting cut from top position, I remember Sean Shirk fighting Kenny Florian, who was on bottom, forced to deal with the bleeding of Sean Shirk. And, you know, that's a pretty bad cut for Bellamere, and Danielle Wynn's kind of suffering some of the consequences of that on the bottom.
Oh, absolutely. It also happened when I was in the house of the Ultimate Fighter with Edwin DeWeese. He was bleeding on top of Gideon Ray, trying to hold the cut back, but it was still getting in the mouth of Gideon Ray.
Believe it or not, Dan Hardy called that out on Fight Island last week. Edwin DeWeese getting multiple shout-outs in a week's time, but Wynn able to stop here in round number one.
It looks as though it was the nose of Bella.
That's pretty impressive for the amount of blood that we saw. I thought we were going to see a cut that she had to deal with, but as you mentioned, the nose bloody there of Bellamere, and now Wynn trying to take over here.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Diego was talking about yesterday, just saying, she's got nothing to lose, she's not afraid, she's going to fight hard, and it looks to be she's doing a good job now of nullifying Bellamere and taking some of that steam away.
When we talk about the composure of Bellamere, Danielle Wynn was very comfortable with this entire process, virtually no weight cut for her, and the opportunity is very big for her taking on someone with a name like Bellamere, but you couldn't tell if there were any nerves leading up to this fight. And now we're in the final 45 seconds of round number one, and Wynn trying to take over a little bit to make a case for this round. Now we see Mir back into the clinch.
Turner, you're fine. Go. Jack that underhook hard. Jack it hard. Go. Don't wait. I need you to fight right here.
You can hear the coaches. You mentioned Frank Mir in the corner of Bellamere. Also in the corner of Danielle Wynn, UFC fighter, and Diego Lima. The amount of tutelage in the corners here, it's a high-level fight for a variety of reasons.
Yeah, and Danielle straight for that.
Yeah, that was a moment of modesty for Servano Licano, trying to do a favor to Danielle Wynn. Her fight top actually came up exposing her breast, and Servano Licano being a gentleman there. No complaint from Bellamere in that situation. That is so incredibly awkward for a referee. Unfortunately, Elizabeth Phillips had that situation in the UFC. There have been rare cases of that, and usually the referee is going to fall on the side of modesty, on the side of discretion. Technically, the referee
was takedown. Rest that takedown, but Wynn able to stuff it early, trying to sprawl out of it, but Mir stays with it and able to get the takedown.
Now, she's just going to close and tie you up, so frame and breathe. Frame. There you go. Get your hand in her forehead, her face. Frame up. There you go. Just keep hitting landing shots. Just mark.
The dulcet tones of Frank Mir in the corner of Bella Mir. Very calm, cool, and collected. They have a game plan, and they're definitely sticking to it.
Body, head.
Working
just holding on.
the left side of the body with some punches is Bella Mir. Now we see Wynn able to get that butterfly in a little bit.
One leg. If she can get past both, then maybe she can get to a mount and start doing some, some work submissions. But
there you go. I like what you're thinking.
Let's go inside the corner of Danielle Wynn, Diego Lima.
Use it, go. Use that butterfly. Go. Let her push you so you can open up and pass. Exactly. We know.
Maybe wedged her leg in between. I mean, she's in such a really good position right now. She can extremely sophisticated fight for a young lady here. Just, especially after the first round she had, it was tough. I mean, she's really still in this fight, like really fighting a very smart and patient and mature fight.
Keep landing, Bella. Keep landing.
Diego Lima right there on top of the action, looking at his charge. Danielle Wynn on the bottom here. Bella Mir, halfway point of the fight.
Land, Bella. Throw.
There you go.
Good job.
Like, she's fighting a very mature fight. She's not making a lot of mistakes. She's not taking a lot of chances, but she's not making a lot of mistakes. And that's something that you don't expect from young fighters. You expect young fighters to be more reckless.
I asked her if everything went right, does she want to get in and out and make it a quick night? And she said, sure, I'd love to have, my first win come that easily. But she also, alluded to the fact that she just wants time to work. This is not just her pro debut. This is her fighting debut. She's done a bunch of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitions, but this is a fight. This is unlike really any other experience she's had thus far. And when you want to go out there, especially at a young point in your career, you just want to get some time in.
Yeah, and she's definitely getting time in, and she looks good doing it in terms of decision making. And that's one of the hardest things for young fighters to do, is to make good decisions. They make hasty decisions and do it just. She's fighting a really mature fight.
When trying to get back to her feet, and trying to sweep that leg out.
And for as mature of a fight as she's fighting, Danielle Wynn is hanging in and giving her the fight that she wants.
Left hand in the face.
Big left hands here. Wynn in trouble. Bella Mir coming alive with some strikes here. Touch over a minute remains in round number 2. That definitely put the momentum here further on the side of Bella Mir, now trying to get in her hooks.
Pound her out, Bella. Finish the fight right here.
Frank Mir saying pound her out, finish the fight. Bella Mir coming alive. Not the hardest shots, but they are bunching up. Wynn trying to roll into her. Able to do so. Frank Mir claims it's a 10-8 round. He's very confident. Danielle Wynn was able to avoid the stoppage. She was very close to possibly getting stopped. Now Bella Mir trying to come alive once again.
Brett is looking at it. I don't think those shots are really hard enough to stop it. She's not really taking a lot of damage, but it just looks a little rough.
Frank Mir getting the best look in the house. Bella Mir coming alive. 20 seconds remain.
Watch you up, kid. There you go.
Up kick, she didn't like it, go, up kick.
Yeah, now this is where it's difficult for Danielle Wynn, because she has the up kick, but she can't really get the space or the angle because of the fence or the ring.
Come on. Same position. She has to be on her back. You're still in the guard. There you go.
10 minutes now in the books. Sean Wheelock, Frank Mir dubbed that a 10-8 round. Do you agree?
Absolutely, I agree. And that's a modern 10-8. 5 years ago, that would have been a 10-9. That's a modern 10-8. So 2017 Bella Mir, you look at round 2, the 3Ds for a 10-8. Damage, domination, duration, all three were present.
100%. I think, as you mentioned, Sean, 10 years ago, you had to basically knock someone out to get a 10-8 round. And in 2020, we see the evolution and the change in that. We'll see if the judges side that way. If it goes that long, Dean Thomas, Bella Mir was very close to getting a stoppage here in round number 2. Take a look at some of the action brought to you by Fusion CBD products. Bella Mir going to work.
Yeah, Bella Mir, she's just in a close guard of Danielle Wynn, just chopping away at the ribs. She would hope to be able to get some space. Now, what happens when she gets some space here? She misses the punch there, but she's still attacking. She's doing a good job of doing everything that she wants in this fight. She's got good ground control, good ground and pound, and I think now she's gained the confidence. And I mean, look at her demeanor now. I mean, she's walking out to the center. I mean, she's a consummate professional.
Her dad's not even out of the ring yet, and Bellamir's trying to take the center of the ring. I think she definitely knows that the end could be near. We'll see if she's as aggressive here in this third round, immediately in on this takedown.
Yeah! Look at
Huge
that!
takedown here for Bellamir. Daniel
Mouth open.
broken and defeated. We'll see if Bellamir can put the finishing touches here. This round just underway.
And I think so, too. I think Danielle Wynn right now might be a little broken and defeated. Because she didn't fight that takedown as hard as she could have or as hard as she did to some of the earlier ones. And that's normally a sign of defeat.
You're doing what you love.
And now what it comes down here is Bellamir's offense. While it hasn't been the most powerful of shots at times, the stoppage comes down to whether or not Danielle Wynn is intelligently defending herself. And if the punches are adding up, maybe not as much as damaging as you would like. If there's no defense there, the referee's going to be forced to intervene, and Danielle Wynn is definitely going to have to do something here to delay what could be the end of this fight relatively quickly.
Look like me. Look at me. Look at
Okay, right on the hook. Come on.
Keep going, Bella.
Now Frank Mir just literally showing her how to do elbows.
Go, Bella, go, Bella.
Bella, come on, baby.
I mean-
Busy,
There you go.
yeah.
Good job,
Here,
kid.
pass the guard now. Frame. There you go.
Yes, Bella.
Pass.
We talked about the half guard ground and pound position earlier.
Yeah.
That's where
Pass
Bellamir
right
is
to the
now.
mouth.
I wouldn't be surprised if she gets a finish somewhere in this fight. I would not be surprised.
No, don't
Get a finish.
There you go. Put it
Armbar
on.
maybe upcoming here for Bellamir. Belly down. Danielle Wynn in some trouble. Needs to try to fight that extension of that left arm. Able to do so for the time being. Now extending more and more. Frank Mir saying, take it home with you, break it.
Control the thumb.
I think that it looks as though the elbow is out. I can't really see it from here, but
You got to rewind it.
Wynn definitely being calm here. She's in a precarious situation, but as you mentioned, Dean, I believe that elbow may have passed the point of
There you
danger.
go. Go, Danielle. Go. Punch. Go.
But if anybody can readjust, it will be Bellamir.
Halfway through, Bella.
Yes. Go. Go. Go.
yeah, she's going to transition into something else, maybe a triangle here.
Posture up.
All right, we got to move.
Come
Bella.
on.
Now for the first time we see Bellamir working on the floor from her back.
Watch what you're doing. You got 2 minutes right here, okay?
Let me get up.
Come on, posture up.
Well,
Get
she's
your
not
hands
hitting. I guess
off
just
the
hold her. They're gonna
floor.
start you up.
Hands
Overhooks.
off the floor. There you go.
Overhooks.
Come
Look
on.
at that.
Short elbow.
Show her
short
what you were
elbow.
feeling.
Hands off the
See if
floor.
Danielle Wynn can make the
Hands off
most of
floor.
this
Not
Come
doing
on.
anything. So she's
position.
Let's go.
Frank Mir
Hey, I need you to
arguing the
one
case
more.
that maybe there needs to be a stand-up because Wynn's
Keep on.
output
It's
is
about 10 seconds.
essentially
It's about 10
non-existent at this
Get your
point.
hands off the floor. Put it on her. I need you to short punches. Go, go. Right there. Right there. Nope. Work it up
You
again.
see Wynn
Nice. Again.
conservative here
Again.
with her
There.
output because she
Come on.
can't make a mistake.
Yeah, I think she
Good.
feels the
Come on,
guard
control. You're
of
fine.
Bellamir. Like you see how Bellamir is working her
Keep
legs.
breathing, Danielle. Keep
Double
breathing.
over.
Watch
Wynn
your posture,
feels that
watch
it's
your
like, you know what? I
posture.
don't want to
give
move
her
too
any
much.
space.
If I
She
move too
moves,
much,
you
she's going to
move,
cover
okay?
the space
She moves.
and attack.
Right there. Again. Again. Go. She didn't like it. Go with the
Short
big
little
elbow now.
shots here from
Posture up,
Danielle
big
Wynn.
elbow.
Not a lot
Posture,
on
big
them,
elbow.
but
Go.
allowing
Big
her
elbow right
to
there. Go,
maintain
go.
this
Big elbow.
position. Touch over
There you go.
90 seconds
Control
here
it.
left in the fight.
Control the
Don't pay
arm.
to see it. Don't pay to see it. Get your arm back. Get your arm back. Come
You
on,
can
take
see
it.
Bellamir trying to
There. Come on. Again.
maybe
Control it.
pass that
There you go. Again.
right
Come on,
arm
come on.
of Wynn for a
Hey, you got
triangle, but it's not there
minute 20
anymore.
to work. A minute 20. I need you to finish on top.
Control
Come on,
the
keep
shoulder
pounding.
lock on that arm.
Go, 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 go. Come on.
Left arm.
Short ground and
Control her
pound it
right
down.
arm.
Short
Control her
ground
right
and
arm.
pound. Don't let her control any of your arms.
We'll
Don't
see
let
how
her
long the
control.
referee
It's
affords them
Work
this
your
They gotta
position.
start.
I mean, with a minute left, I think that they're looking to get the mirror side is looking to get a stand up, but I think that's the wrong move here. I think you need to open your guard and try to get up.
1 minute. Steal the fight right here. Go, go.
Especially because I believe she is
Go.
in control. She does have the respect here of Danielle Wynn, but Wynn able to pass that guard. We'll see if she's got some offense of her own here. 45 seconds left in the fight. Mir trying to induce a scramble. Side control here for Danielle Wynn. Some knees to the body.
Yes, again.
Bella,
Go.
move, kid.
Go.
You can hear Diego Lima coming alive, cheering on his charge. 30 seconds left in the
You got
fight.
30 seconds.
Yes,
You
go,
got to
go,
move.
Danielle.
Bella,
Go,
you got to
go.
move.
Elbow, elbow, go.
Not a lot of offense here for Danielle Wynn, but it's a bad look for Bellamir.
20 seconds, Bella, for you to get the takedown.
Now a takedown upcoming here, but Wynn able to roll through it on the neck here.
Hips up. Now punch with your right hand. Punch.
She's on
Punch.
the wrong
Body
side.
shot.
Guillotine,
Steal
but
back.
then she's
There
on
you
a
go.
full guard,
Punch.
but still she doesn't
There you
have the
go.
angle for the
She's not even
guillotine.
going for it. That's right. You finished on top.
Head up.
A bit too little too late for Danielle Wynn to get her offense going, but 15 minutes in the books. A late rally by Wynn, able to be weathered by Bellamir. and we will see how the judges see it. But now 15 minutes in the books for these ladies, both making their professional debuts. A lot to look at here for these ladies in their evolution. And Bella Mir, probably en route to the first win of her professional career, but a lot of things that she's going to take home back to Las Vegas to kind of go over with her father. 17 years old, likely on her way to a 1-0 professional mixed martial arts record. A lot of things to be proud of for the young Bella Mir. Judges tallying their 10s and 9s. Bella Mir, Danielle Wynn go the distance. Really crazy fight early as we saw the nose of Bella Mir immediately start leaking. We thought it was going to be an issue. It looked like it was a cut due to the amount of blood that was on the mat, but it was not a cut, just blood from the nose. And there you can see Danielle Wynn breathing heavy after she went to work for 15 minutes with Bella Mir. D. Thomas, your thoughts on the performance overall?
I thought she had a great performance. I mean, she was pushed, she was challenged. It wasn't an easy fight for her. I don't know if they wanted it to be an easy fight for her, but it wasn't. But what I saw from her was determination and focus, and she looked phenomenal under those conditions. And I think that she's going to have a bright future ahead of her. She's definitely a prospect.
Sean Wheelock is ringside, curious about his scorecard. We will get that here in a moment. Actually, Sean, why don't you tell us now, 15 minutes in the books, how did you see it?
29-27, Bella Mir. I gave her rounds 1 and 2, and again, I gave Mir 10-8 round number 2. Danielle Wynn did very well in round number 3. Not a lot of damage she controlled. I give her round 3, 10-9, but again, the victory, 29-27, Bella Mir on my unofficial scorecard.
All right, the judges have tallied their 10s and 9s, maybe an 8 to make it official. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 3 rounds, we now go to our judges' scorecards for the decision. All 3 judges scored the fight 29-28, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Bella